Good morning, YouTube. That little man is handing me presents. I needed a rope. What's that? Is that for you? That's for the dog. Okay, you take him home. It is Thursday, January 5th, 2023, and tonight we've got a live.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
So I just had to get some stuff set up on the computer. I haven't even got my day going yet. I like set up the lives as soon as I remember, because sometimes I forget and then I don't schedule it until like 4 in the afternoon or something. But anyway, it is 8:30 in the morning. I need to go get a workout and a shower, and then eventually we're gonna go to the Howard, and we gotta fix a few things on some cars and stuff, and then I don't know what else we're doing today. But that's the plan for the day. Gotta go meet Josh at the Howard. Little man, hey, don't throw my door like that. Toddlers. He comes in and just wreaks havoc on my room. Alright, well, let's get the day going. Just had to take care of a couple orders. Got in the workout, showered, and about to head over to the Howard to meet Josh and work on some stuff. So, gotta get the camera gear, pack up the computer, and off we go. And actually, he wants to get better pictures of the 570. So I'm gonna take the 570 and swap it out with the Mustang. I don't mind. Actually, I really like the Mustang. I'm fine with that. So anyway, off we go to the Howard. You know, it's funny. You'd think that owning a supercar dealership and having all these supercars would be just fantastically awesome, and you'd be driving them all the time. But the reality is, you start to worry about the depreciation and putting miles on them and the risk. I mean, we've already had one of our cars get totaled just driving it from the Howard to my old house. That sucked. That was terrible. So we don't really drive the cars very much. So it kind of is sad, because I kind of want to own my own supercar again, where I can play with it, work on it, not really worry about modifying it because of the decreased, like when you put parts on the car, you're never getting that money back. This is the first time I'm driving a supercar in, I don't know, quite a while. And even then, I'm just kind of like, I'm going to take it easy because I don't want to screw anything up. The car is already in such good condition. Can't risk paint chips or anything, so. So we're at the Howard, and we gotta get the 720 up on the left. So yeah, I like this array, the way they're all kind of pointing towards you. That's a cool way to stage the cars. What happened was, we took the 720 and drove it the other day because it had been sitting for so long, the battery was almost dead. So also I brought the battery tender to keep it on the tender, so it needs to be on the tender. But there's a small leak. It's very slight, coming out of the right hand side, dripping down to the diffuser. Not sure what it is. We think it's just something that probably needs a new gasket or something. It's like it's definitely it's like a hydraulic fluid, so it's probably the suspension or the wing, one of the two. McLarens, but shouldn't be a big deal. Probably just because it's been sitting. I mean, the poor thing needs to be driven. It needs someone to buy it. Someone needs to buy this thing. It's truly one of the coolest cars we've ever owned. It needs to go away, and so we're going to tighten up that leak and figure out what's going on. So I need to get the van out and get the McLaren up on the lift, and Josh should be here any minute. Josh just got here. He is vlogging today. Look at that.
I got a new GoPro and everything.
He had to step it up. He's like, I'm going to make myself look
I have
cooler.
to say, though, it's really awkward for me, so I'm sorry if it sucks. I'll get better.
Dude, it took me years to get over it. I
hate seeing myself on camera and hearing myself on camera, and I try to avoid the camera when we're filming, if you can tell.
It's the worst, because then you're talking to yourself, and you're thinking about what you're saying, and you're like, how are people going to judge me? And then, of course, if you're doing it in front of other people, oh my God, all these people must think I'm a total twat.
Yeah.
It's just, which you are pretty much when you're vlogging.
Look at these influencers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, kill me now.
Yeah. No, the worst is, the other day when we were doing the little video, we were talking about the finance of the company. there's some friends working on their car, and I'm just like, this is so embarrassing.
The guy was like, "Do you have a YouTube channel or something?"
Yeah.
We're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we got a YouTube channel. I hate that term, influencer. It's like a 4-letter word.
It's terrible.
Oh well. Anyway, all right, we got that thing set. So go watch that video. It'll be a separate video. All right. So we were sitting there just working on the computers, and all of a sudden I got text messages like crazy because Doug DeMiro's 599 manual video just came out, which is funny because we know that car. That car was at EAG. They did a lot of work on it. It's got a weird history. I'm not going to go into it in this video. If you guys want to know the history, we could probably talk about it. But it's a complicated situation with that car. It was funny because they said that the owner specifically wanted to use shift rods, not cables, and that they said cables were easy and that shift rods were harder to find. And it's totally bullshit because cables didn't exist at the time. Like, we were converting if you look at some of my videos, back old videos, you'll actually see that car on the lift next to mine. I've helped wrench on that car. So I'm just saying. Anyway, that car was never going to be cables. It was always supposed to be rods. So that was never the plan. But they did do a lot of OE parts on that car, but not all of them. You can't get all of them. That's the problem. You literally cannot get all of the OE parts. Also, just a quick note, people were complaining about the Phillips head screws in those. That's actually factory. So bitch at Ferrari about that. Okay. Anyway, my phone's blowing up, so we're gonna go to lunch and chat about stuff. All right, we're all done at the Howard. I guess we're heading home for the day. I'm gonna do some editing, and it's Thursday, so we got a live tonight. So you guys will actually be seeing us shortly. Of course, you know all my videos are generally about anywhere from like 2 to 3 days behind, all the way up to like maybe a week behind. I try not to let them get too stale. We'll get this edited up, and you'll see it soon. So. Man, I'll tell you, YouTube, today has just been brutal. Alright, I mean, the 720, at least that was a win. Ended up being not a big deal, but just life, bullshit, other stuff going on. Just, you know, like, sometimes it catches up to you, and, like, my allergies are just kicking my ass right now. So I'm not feeling good. I'm not going to vlog for the rest of the day. I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of everything. I still got a live, and I have to, like, here's the shit part. It's like, you guys are going to see me on the live. It's 6:45, so an hour and 15 minutes. And I have to put on a happy face and be a happy person because no one wants to watch someone be a sad person. But it's tough. It's tough. Like, if you've never done this, you don't understand the stresses it puts on you. And trying to do this while running your own business, dealing with all the shit that's going on, sometimes just frustrating. And then, you know, just, yeah, we're definitely taking a hit on some of these cars. It's like the finances, everything right now is like just, you know, it hurts because I'm like, well, I'm gonna be propping up the company for all of these losses temporarily, and so that's gonna eat my own personal money. So I mean, I guess, you know, I have to loan that to the company. It just, yeah, it's frustrating. Anyway, that's it for this one.